Coach Emma. This is Morning Mobility. Thank you all for joining me this morning. I want to enter class with a few rounds of deep breathing. So let's go ahead and find ourselves on the floor. We're going to start from the floor and work our ways up today. So let's go ahead and find ourselves in our... If you need a pillow, go ahead and grab that if you don't want to sit on a hardwood floor. So just go ahead and rest the hands on your knees. Feel free to close your eyes. And what I want us to do is focus on getting as much air possible into our diaphragm. So really trying to expand the diaphragm, expand the ribs. Hold it there for about 3 seconds and then exhale all that air that we have. All right, so let's go ahead, inhale. Hold it at the top for 3. Big exhale. Try to force that air out. So big inhale, slowly roll up the spine. Big exhale. Squeeze all that air out. So we're starting in a slightly rounded position. As we inhale, we're going to extend through the spine. So let's go one more time. Big inhale. Big exhale. All right, so let's go ahead and start from the neck. We're going to work our way down. So tucking your chin to your chest, sweeping the chin across the collarbone, bringing it all the way up to the ceiling and around to the other collarbone. And we're going to go back and forth. Nice and slow, so you're really trying to feel a stretch on the back side of the neck here. So I'm still sitting up nice and tall as I drop my chin to chest, sweep across. If you feel any pinching though, I want you to back off of that range of motion. Maybe draw a little bit of a smaller circle for now, till things start to loosen up. Good, so you should, since I'm in this position, I do feel a little bit of a stretch in the upper back just from sitting up nice and tall. All right, so from this position, we're going to stay here working down the spine. So what I want us to do is round that back towards the ceiling, still holding onto your back towards the wall, still holding onto the knees. Squeeze all the air out. Big inhale, slowly start to roll forward from the pelvis all the way up. Inhale, tuck your chin down to your chest, roll it back. Good, so now I'm tucking my tailbone under. We're going to inhale, roll the pelvis forward, slowly start to roll up the spine. Proud chest at the top. I'm going to reverse that. So we're kind of going in a spine wave here, in a seated position. And we're incorporating our breath with our movement. So go ahead, roll pelvis forward. Inhale. Open up the chest. Exhale, tuck your chin down, roll it back. Good, let's go ahead and finish bringing it up into that top position. So big inhale, roll the pelvis forward. All right, so now we're going to start to extend the legs. So we're going to move into our straddle position. So find whatever width is comfortable for you, where you're able to keep those legs nice and straight. So wherever you are today is just perfect. So from this position, I want you to just walk opposite arm to opposite foot. I'm going to scoot back just a little bit. So if you need, walk yourself down the leg wherever you can find the stretch. Try to hold and breathe there so I can walk forward just a little bit more. So we want to make sure that we can breathe in each position that we are in. So if that means coming up here, hang out there first a bit. Good. From here, I want us to try to walk the hands around to the other side. So since we're utilizing opposite hand, opposite arm, opposite leg, we're really opening up that lateral tissue here. Good, walk it around. Just relax into the movement. Good, walk it around. Let's go one more each side here. And last one, sweep it around. Good, slowly bring it to the center. Walk your hands on up. All right, I want to move it down to the ankle next. So we're going to move into our combat position. So here we are. This leg that we're not working on is just chilling. The other foot, go ahead and spread those toes as wide as you can on the mat. All right, now from this position, what I want us all to do is keeping our heel on the floor. Try to just gently press and see where your passive stretch is. So if you can go, I want you to go to your end range here, or where you find your greatest stretch, line of tension, while keeping the foot nice and flat on the floor. We're going to hang out here for just a few moments. Let's go through one breathing cycle together. So just a nice big inhale in this position. And then big exhale. So this next time, I want you to start to slowly and gently just kind of push into the floor like you're pushing into a gas pedal with this foot. Nice and gently, just slowly start to ramp up here. So as we push down to the floor, you're going to feel your calf start to activate. So we're not pushing hard, just slightly putting in some force into the floor. And 3, 2, 1. Start to pull yourself into a deeper stretch with this side, so all this muscle on the front of the shin. So try to actively pull yourself deeper. Again, nice and gently here. 3, 2, 1. Relax in this position. Deep breathing and melt into your newly acquired range if you were able to get deeper. Good, and I want us to do the same thing on the other side. So if you don't want to apply force, that's okay. You can just hang out in this position. So same thing here. Let's go ahead and passively just find a stretch. So just going to hang out in this position. You might find that one side's a little bit more flexible than the other. That's all right. So again, take a nice deep breath in through the belly, then big exhale. Slowly start to just gas pedal into the floor with this foot now. Gently. We're not working with a lot of force here today. Just trying to tense those toes up, press into the floor. Again, you're gonna feel you might feel your calf start to light up a little bit. 3, 2, 1. Start to pull yourself into a deeper stretch if you're able to with the muscle in the front here. 3, 2, 1. Just relax all the muscles now. Hang out in, if you are able to get more range of motion with that. So So you should feel a pretty good stretch in the calf heel area. All right, we're gonna move on up now into our hands and knees or quadruped. So what I want us to do, big inhale, round the back up. Sit back into your heels. All right, from this position, we're gonna work on the upper back. So I want you to exhale, extend your back, and then as we inhale, we're going to round the back up. Exhale. So here we're doing little cat-cows for the upper back. Just another way to open up things. So as we breathe, I want you to push back. So opening up all the musculature back here that allows you to breathe as well. We're going to breathe into it. And then we're going to exhale. Nice and straight. So let's go one more here. So big inhale. And then nice big exhale. All right. So from this position, I want us to take it into hands and knees. So we're bringing the knees up off the floor here. If you're able to, I want you to sit back. All right, then drop it down to the knees. Round the spine up. Come up into cobra. All right, so bring it up off the floor. Sit back. Drop it down to the knees. Round the back up. Spine roll up into our cobra position. So we're going to go through this a few times. If you want, you can just stay on the knees. Sit back. So trying to elongate the lats in this position. Slowly roll up. Keep going, keep going. Good. Stretch in the front here. Push it back. Slowly moving through this upper portion. Then spinal wave. Chest is up. And if you want, you can start to walk those hands out a little bit farther in front of you. We're almost moving in a wave-like motion here. So trying to keep it nice and fluid. Yeah, let's go through one more of these and then we'll move on. So we're going to exhale as we come to this top position. Chest up. Good. Bring it into hands and knees. We're going to go half kneeling now. So bringing one foot up to that same hand. All right, so we're just going to hang out in our half kneeling mountain climber position. Try to rock back and forth a little bit. So we're going to hang out here for just a brief moment. And then from there, I want us to try and go into a hamstring stretch. And then bring it back down. Rock back a few times. So we're going to work on our own pace here. We're just going to go from half kneeling to our hamstring. Nice and easy here. Bring it up. Let's go one more and then we will switch sides. So I like to rock forward slightly. Bring it up. Pull those toes back towards your nose. Go ahead and switch sides. So same thing on the other side. I will switch sides for you all. All right, so bringing that foot up to the hand. Again, just letting yourself sink and find that stretch first to find where you're comfortable. Again, we don't want to breathe shallowly. We want to make sure we have a nice, even breathing. So I want to go ahead and slightly lean forward. Then when I bring it up, so you might find that one side a little bit tighter Bring it down. Good, keep it up. Again, we're working on at our own pace here. Still scanning the body. So as we move through mobility sessions, it's always a great idea to just really be present and see how a movement feels on one side rather than the other. Just keep a little mental note of that. So let's go ahead, go into one more here. Good. Now I want us to go all the way standing up. We're going to finish class standing. So if you guys have a chair or a wall nearby or even a stick, you can grab that. We're going to move into some hip cars, so controlled articular rotations. What I want us to focus on is keeping hips nice and still, so we're just moving through one joint at a time. So here I'm moving through my right hip joint. So what I want us to do from this position is slightly scoop your foot inwards. All right, then you're going to bring that leg up without moving anywhere else. And then you're going to come to full hip flexion here. So here we are, nice and tall. Whoop. We're going to open the gate, drop the knee, raise the heel, come all the way around to our full hip extension. Bring it right back to our starting position. All right, so again, we're not letting movement come from anywhere but the hip. So I'll give you a side view. We're going to do the same thing. Scoop that foot in. Bring the knee up. Bringing it out. Drop the knee. Bring it all the way around to full hip extension. And start from the beginning. So if you are feeling any pinching, make sure you just back off a little bit. So you just go a little bit lower, and then you work through there. And then over time, you'll start to clear up some space. So we'll switch sides. Scoop the foot in. Bring it to center. Open the gate. Drop the knee. Bring it all the way around to center. Again, if you have a wall, feel free to just grab onto the wall as you move through your hip cars this way. Draw it up. Open at the hip. So again, if I have pinching here, what I'm going to do is just lower it a little bit, and then I'll be able to complete that motion. Good, staying nice and tall, go all the way around, nice and slow, fluid movement. Good, and relax. All right, let's move into our lateral lunge. So, two choices. You can get into a squat here and stick your leg out. This will be your lunge. Or if you want, just if you're comfortable finding your lunge, go ahead and find your lunge. We're going to rest our elbow on the knee, opened up here. Good, and bring it back up. So let's go about 3 times on each side. So slight bend here, big open, rotate here, looking at the ceiling. Bring it back up. Last one. And from this position, you can obviously just scoop on over to the other side, rest the elbow on the knee, big reach and rotate. And if you don't want to go right back to center, let's just stay in this side lunge here and just kind of rotate down towards the floor. And then big reach up towards the ceiling. Good, one more. Good, from this position, what I want us to do is we're going to go into our windmill. So option to stay in our tall position. So bring your hands to your chest. We're going to push those hips out to the side, reach down to the floor. Open up here. If you want to go into half kneeling, feel free to do so. Here we are in half kneeling, same thing. And then bringing it back up. So let's go opposite. We're going to switch sides each time. So reach out to the floor if you can, or the ankle, wherever you're comfortable. Bring it on up. It's all in moving those hips. In big rotate. Let's go one more each side, nice and slow, all the way through. Looking up at our hand. And last one. Good. Good. Walk those feet together. Slowly start to roll it on up. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. Happy Friday again. Hopefully you're feeling energized and ready to tackle your day. Quick call outs, just to make sure you fuel yourselves, get ready to, again, begin your day. And if you don't know where to start, we do have our Eat Well, Be Well program. So if you want to register